Live, I'm live. Now it's live. Let me turn on TV. Pause that shit. Actually interesting stuff. And it kind of ties into what I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about Space Force. Anyways, I was sitting there and I see promoted live stream. Donald Trump. I said, I got to listen to this stupidity. And he's sitting there talking about how much, it's going to create jobs when he creates this Space Force. And I'm there looking at a picture, go back over and looking at a picture I was making a meme with earlier of the cardboard cutout aluminum foil moon lander. I'm thinking, Space Force? What the fuck is he talking about a Space Force? Are you shitting me? For this to have been pulled off, the Russians had to have been in on it the whole time. And the Chinese have to have gone along with it also. Because if we're really in these tensions, America's in tension with Russia, big bad Russia, we're bigger, blah, blah, blah. Okay, why don't they just say, Russia could be like, yeah, you guys faked the moon landing, I'm telling the public's gonna be all pissed at you, okay? Or China, the same thing. They can just tell the truth to subvert the other government. That's all they gotta do, is just tell truth to subvert the other government. Where's Putin on Sandy Hook or any of these other things? Really? I mean, all they have to do is come out and just tell the truth. They're not, because it's bullshit. They're all in on it, and it's just amazing to watch all these people. Yeah, Republicans. Yeah, Democrat. Are you fucking kidding me? How do you not figure all this shit out? I mean, from the time of the Bolsheviks to today, the Russian mafia is Jewish, for real, people. It's the same tree of death gangsters that pull off their shit here are the same ones in charge over there, and worming their way through China. Along with the secret societies, they're just lying. They create this facade of a world that we live on, and it's amazing to me. It's just amazing to me that so many people are stuck in this paradigm. Whether it's left or right, or believe in this or that, and it's just amazing that they can't understand that the truth basically is the key to proving how they all lie. And it's just a so basic fact. Come on. I think most people, we all know that, they didn't land that cardboard aluminum foil ship on the moon. Russia knows this. You think the Chinese don't know this? These advanced governments, they know what the frick is going on in other parts of the world more than we do, right? Supposedly they all have spies in different countries. We got our spies over there, they got their spies over here. We all know all their secrets. We don't hear what all the secrets are, so they know more about what's going on than we do. They're all in on it together. It's a big joke, And for people to get lost in this, and think about this, because he's mentioned it so many times that they're going to create this Space Force. There's going to be billions of dollars sunk into some bullshit new military. And then they're going to brainwash these young kids coming out of high school to believe that they're going to be joining Space Force, and they're going to be out there in space fighting aliens and zapping people and taking on the Russians on the moon and shit like that. Really? That's fucked up. I mean, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine me going to the store someday and, seeing one of the kids come home from Space Force, with his uniform on. No. Yeah, I'm all prepared to fight those aliens. No, shut up, kid. Oh my God, they fucked up this whole world. They got people so brainwashed, so lost. It's sad. But, you got starving people in this world. Starving, hungry. people being starved to death in Yemen. And they want to start a space force. Think about it. The billions and millions of dollars it's going to be wasted on stupidity. Just pure stupidity. Getting wealthy people, making them even wealthier. And there's people starving. That's sad. That's the sad part of this fact. And not only that, is the ignorance of the people is at the point where they're cheering these things on. You're cheering on Space Force. Let's worry about, Earth's force. The people. We together make up a pretty strong force. And as they kill it and starve it off, we get weaker, And that's what they would like. They'd like to be in a more manageable number. And you could see that. And, the other thing I was just watching a little bit, and then it brought me back to some of my research when I was researching some stuff on, King Cyrus, because Donald Trump's face is next to King Cyrus on the on the shekel that they're selling from Israel to raise money to build the third temple. Donald Trump's face is on it. And more bullshit. But if you understand a lot about that time period of King Cyrus, you learn about the cylinder, the Cyrus cylinder, and how he just made up some bullshit propaganda to get be made king, to be in charge. And it's nothing different than what they do today. They just lie and make up shit, and they, get people to believe bullshit, and then take control. And if you do understand that territory of Iran that stretched all the way through Israel to Turkey, all the way down through Egypt, you can understand that there's a lot of history in that area throughout Iran, and even King Cyrus's tomb, and I have a feeling they want that. We know that the CIA has controlled Iran, but I think they want to get in there and start destroying some of that history. I don't think there's a lot of history that kind of tells you who these people are, that tells you, what kind of bullshit they've been up to for a long time. So, yeah, I think they're going to go in and take that Iran sooner or later here. That's going to come. That's going to come. But that's an area you want to look into. That time period, that King Cyrus, and that that whole territory that he ran, because there's a lot of history, and it kind of gives you a clue on who these people are and the bullshit they've been involved in. So there's that. I was just flabbergasted by the Space Force. What are we gonna do? We're living in a world where somehow it's become okay to starve people, but fuck what people spend more money fucking with people's heads as far as a brainwashing program with the Space Force crap, because that's what it is. It's a brainwashing program, and that's sad. That's sad. And I'd like to say to anybody that's involved in the Space Force, you're a fucked up individual. You're not good. To go along with this kind of stuff, to create this kind of mass distraction, mass confusion, brainwashing bullshit on the people, you're not a good person. And that's sad. You want to do something right. Figure out how to help the people in Yemen and Syria and get, some of the starving people fed. Don't fucking help start Space Force. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Fix yourself. If you're involved with this, if you're involved with this stuff, you got a problem. You need to fix yourself. It's sad. Fucking Space Force, Trump wants. And the world's gonna buy it. That's the sad part. They're gonna fucking buy this Space Force crap. You gotta be kidding me.